Hey guys, I'm Kat. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the Align series. We're on day 6. So in this routine, we are going to be working on the whole core. That includes the front, back, glutes, and obliques. If you need a routine to mobilize the joints before coming into this routine, then I'm going to link the video up here, down below in the description, and in the comments as well. So when you're ready, then let's get those joints nice and juicy. So we're going to start by sitting on our sit bones. So make your way onto the floor. Have your feet bent and hip distance apart. Make sure your knees are pointing towards the ceiling. So bend your knees, have your feet hip distance apart, your knees are pointing towards the ceiling. Make sure that they're not collapsing in or they're externally rotating. So just press into your feet. Sit tall in your sit bones and think about lengthening the crown of the head towards the ceiling and place your hands behind your head. So first we're going to start by mobilizing just our pelvis and then the rest of our spine. So when you're ready, inhale here. Let's tilt the pubic bone towards your belly button. Exhale to come back. And again, inhale, let's tilt the pubic bone towards your belly button. Exhale to come back. So you might notice that as we tilt our pubic bone forward, you're only rounding your lower back, not the whole back like this. It's just the lower part of your back. And come back into the natural spine curve. Let's go again. Inhale here. Exhale. Last one. Good. On your next one, let's come all the way back out again. Let's inhale, tilt the pubic bone towards your belly button. Exhale, let's round the lower back, then your middle back. You're gonna roll into the back of your sit bones. You're gently pressing into your hands, but it's not gripping onto the back of your thighs. Relax the shoulder and then try and see whether or not you still have space between your chin and your chest. Inhale here. Let's lead with a forehead. Come all the way forward. Exhale, let's slowly stack bone by bone up nice and tall. Let's go again. Inhale, let's tilt the pubic bone towards your belly button. Exhale, let's round the middle back. Then your upper back. Pay attention to your distance between your chin and your chest. Inhale here. Exhale, let's lead with the forehead. Come all the way forward. Keep your spine nice and round. Take a big breath into the back of your ribs. And exhale, let's start to articulate that spine nice and tall. We got 2 more. Inhale, tilt the pubic bone towards your belly button. Exhale, let's round. Lean onto the back of your sit bones. Inhale here. Exhale, let's come all the way forward. And start to lengthen up nice and tall. Perfect. Let's bring the arms up in front of us. Inhale here. Let's tilt the pubic bone. Exhale, let's roll back and we're gonna hold it here. On your next exhale, let's extend one arm up and down. Over to the other side and back. We got 1 more on each side. So the distance between your hip and rib stays exactly the same. Perfect. Let's go both arms up and down. Again, pay attention to your hip and rib. Distance, it stays exactly the same. We got 2 more. Last one. Perfect. Keep your arms here. This time, bring your hands, both your hands over to your left hand side. So again, you're pressing into your feet. They're not collapsing. You're only twisting from the waist. Inhale here. Exhale, let's open up. See if you can twist a little bit further. Close the hands and come all the way over to the other side. Exhale. And back. Over to the other side. Last one. Come back. Bring your arms up all the way up to your ears. We're going to hold it here. When you're ready, inhale. Exhale, let's tilt the pubic bone towards your belly button and slowly see if you can touch your lower back onto the floor. If you need help, grab the side of your thighs. If not, try and touch each part of your spine onto that floor. Bring your arms up towards the ceiling. Inhale here. Let's lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, let's slide rib to hip. Look in between your thigh. Inhale here. Exhale, let's come back. And again. Inhale, not chin to chest. Exhale, slide rib to hip. And come back. We got 2 more. Last one.
Perfect. Let's interlace your hands and hold your head. So you're pushing your head into your hands here. Open up the elbows nice and wide and bring both your legs up into tabletop. Slowly roll back onto the floor and take a little breath in. So your knees are over your hips here and shin is parallel. Inhale, let's lengthen the back of the neck. Exhale, let's slide your rib towards your hip, and as you extend out, both your legs out and bring it back. Come back down towards the floor. Let's go again. Exhale, notch in the chest, slide rib to hip and extend. And back and down. So the lower you go, the harder it is. Pay attention to your lower back. If as soon as it starts arching, then bring your leg slightly higher and back. We got 2 more. And back. So we're gonna come stay lifted and we're gonna bring our arms up towards our knee. So see if you can lift yourself slightly higher. Inhale here. As you exhale, we're gonna extend both our arms and legs. Sweep your arms if you have the space or not, just bring it back. And again, exhale to extend. So you want to make sure this distance between your hip and rib stays exactly the same. Again, the lower you go, the harder it is. We got 2 more. Last one. And then hug knees into chest. If you want to rock side to side, that's always nice. Lower the legs down and extend your legs out nice and straight. Bring your arms up towards the ceiling. So let's flex the feet. Inhale, let's extend our arms up towards the ears. Nudge in the chest. As you exhale, let's slide your rib towards your hip and slowly peel up bone by bone. So again, pay attention to your chin and your chest. As you get all the way up to the top, reach your arms up towards the wall in front of you. Inhale here. Exhale, let's slowly roll back, bone by bone. Tilt the poo bone towards your belly button. Slowly touch your lower back on the floor. If you can't, that's totally fine. And again. Exhale, slide rib to hip. And slowly come back. So as you come back, notice whether or not you're touching both of your back muscles onto the floor behind you, or if you're leaning to one side more than the other, and if there's space between your chin and your chest. We got 1 more. Reach all the way over. This time we're not going to roll back, we're going to stack our spine. So inhale here. As you exhale, let's start to stack your lower back, then your middle back, head last, and roll your shoulders back. So make your way onto the floor, lying onto your stomach. Okay, so in this position, your pubic bone and hip bones are touching the floor. Draw your core in, up nice and tight, so the lower back is supported here. And you're gonna hover your forehead onto the floor. Create a little diamond and place your forehead into this diamond shape. First, we're going to inhale to raise the shoulders towards the ears, and exhale, slide them down your back. And again, inhale, shoulders to ears, exhale, shoulders away. Last one. Perfect. Now from here, make sure your thighs are touching the floor here. Inhale. As you exhale, let's extend up. So think about creating length in the spine here, and extend your crown of the head towards the wall in front of you. Breathe into the back of your ribs, and exhale, let's come back down. And again. Exhale to lift up and lengthen. And come back. So pay attention to your neck. Make sure that you're not overextending your knot like this. You're lengthening the back of the neck and extending your crown of the head to the wall in front. And come back. We got 4 more. And back. Think about squeezing your mid back muscle here. Last one. And let's relax. Take a big breath in. And out. Good. On your next one, we're going to come back up again. Exhale to come all the way up. This time you're going to extend your arms out into a Y shape, then bend the arms, and then lower all the way back down. And again. Exhale to extend. Inhale, extend the arms out, and bend and lower. And again. We got one more. And come back down. Bring your hands towards on the outside of your shoulders. Tuck yourself toes under and push yourself up. So sink your hips down towards your knees and bring your hands slightly closer in. And let's just flex the spine, tuck that tailbone, look in between your thigh. Exhale, let's come back into the natural spine curve. Lengthen out. Inhale here. Exhale, let's round. So round as much as you like. Just feels really nice. See if you can really tuck the tailbone here. And come back. We got one more. And back. Perfect. Bring your hand, slowly restack that spine and so bring your right arm up towards the ceiling. Have your left arm on the floor. Inhale, let's reach your arms up towards that ceiling. Exhale, let's bend all the way over. Reach out for your fingertips. So really think about sinking both your hips down into your heels here. And exhale, let's come back. Over to the other side. Left arm up and over. Bring it back, getting over to the other side. Lift up and over. Last one, up and over. Come back. So let's come on to our side. We are going to be strengthening our glutes. So we are going to place our elbows underneath our shoulder. So relax the hand, you're going to place the palm on the floor. Knees are stacked, ankles are stacked. So are your hips as well. So make sure that you're not leaning backwards like this, or you're not leaning too far forward. You're nice and stacked. And then also think about extending this hip away into that wall in front of you like this, so you're not sinking into your hips like you're chilling. You're pushing that floor away from here, so imagine you're holding a 50-pound note. Put your hand on top of your hip here. And your heels are in line with your sit bones. So take a big breath in. As you exhale, let's lift the knee up as wide as you can go without your hips falling backwards like this. So they still remain stacked, and bring it back. And over again. So again, think about as you come back down, you're trying to go as slowly as you can to keep the contraction in the butt. We got two more. Last one. Perfect. Ankles up, still in line with the sit bones. Exhale, let's lift up as wide as you can go. Again, remember your hips are stacked, and come back. And again. We got two more. Last one. And let's lower it back down. Extend your legs out nice and straight. And we are going to lower our upper body down towards the floor and lie on your bottom arm. So again, here your core is engaged and you're still extending this top hip away from the top rib. And let's lift up, flex our feet to hip height. And then you can lower it back down and back up again. So if you need more support, place your hand here. If you want less stability, then place your hand on here or behind your head, up to you. We got one more. Perfect. Bring it up at hip height and keep it there. Let's flex the bottom leg. When you're ready, inhale here. Exhale, let's lift the bottom leg towards the top leg and back down. So again, try and avoid leaning backwards onto your hips. I like to think about lifting and extending the top heel so that you don't collapse in. We got one more. Good, let's lower both the legs down, glue the inner thighs together and ankles together. Inhale here. Exhale, let's extend both the ankles up, lengthen the heel and back. Extend the heel into the wall in that direction. We got one more. And come back. This time, place your hand on top of your hips here. Inhale. As you extend up, so you're going to lift both your legs up, and then you're going to slide your hands towards your knees and try and reach for your toes. Inhale. Exhale, let's come back. And again. Exhale, extend the legs, slide your hand towards your toes, and come back. You're trying to connect these two together, and back. We got two more. Last one. And let's come back. Perfect. Let's roll over to the other side. Bend the elbow, palms facing down, knees, ankles, and hips are stacked. Heels are in line with your sit bones, hands on top of your hip for feedback. When you're ready, exhale, extend the knee up, keep your ankles squeezed together, and back down. Continue pushing that floor away so you're not sinking into your shoulder like this. You're nice and tall. We got two more. Last one. Perfect. Bring your ankles up, still in line with the sit bones. Exhale, let's open up. Again, pay attention to your hip bones. Make sure you're not leaning backwards like this as you open up. You might find that as you pay attention to your hip bones, you might not be able to open up as wide. We got two more. Last one. Perfect. Extend your legs up nice and straight and lie on top of your bottom arm. This hip is extending out nice and tall. Flex the feet and let's lift the top leg up to hip height and back down. So you want the distance between your hip and rib stays exactly the same. You're moving from here. We got two more. Last one. Hold it at hip height. This time let's flex the bottom leg and bring it up and down. And down. We got two more. Last one. Whoop. And come back down. Lower both the legs down. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let's lift both the ankles up. Whoops. If you need support, put your hands on the floor and come back down. We got two more. Last one. Good. Place your hands on top of your hip here. Exhale, extend both the legs up and slide your hands towards your knee and come back. Exhale, reach for your toes and back. Last one. Last one. Come all the way down, roll over to your stomach. Have your arms and legs out nice and straight. And really stretch up as far as you can go from each other. Perfect. Bring your hands towards your shoulder. Push yourself up. Sink your hips down towards your heels and slide your hands on the floor. Inhale here. And exhale. Slowly start to stack your spine. So inhale. On your next exhale, let's tuck the tailbone towards your belly button. Restack that lower back. And lengthen up. Create as much space as possible. Roll that shoulder back. Good. From here, let's extend our arms out nice and wide. Relax the shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Let's rotate all the way over to your left hand side. So pay attention to your hip bones. Make sure they're nice and facing the front. Exhale to come back. And again. So think about rotating from the ribs here. And back. Think about lengthening up that spine and lean forward. If you find yourself leaning backwards, one more on each side. Exhale, let's come all the way over. We're gonna hold it here. Inhale here. Continue lengthening up and leaning forward. Exhale, let's see if you can go a tiny bit further. Think about twisting a little bit further from your upper back. Inhale here. Exhale, let's go a little bit further. One last inhale. Exhale, with control, slowly come back to center. And again, over to the right. Go as far as you can go. Twist, 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 and lengthen up. Inhale. Exhale, let's rotate a tiny bit more. Inhale here. Exhale. Reach a tiny bit further. And let's come back to center. Lower the arms down. If you enjoyed that routine, then give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below if you have any suggestions or requests. And if you want to join me in the next video, then subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notification bell because that lets you know when I upload. And I'll see you in the next one.